Greetings all, Frog. Here's time for the Friday update from the pond for the 26th of August, 2016. Welcome to the 35th Friday of the year. So, it's been a really hectic week for me. Much like last week, I spent a lot of time at work. It is really late at night on Thursday. I'm going to spend a lot of time at work tomorrow, and that's just how it's going to be for the next couple of weeks until I take PTO. So, this is going to be a short one because it is Friday as I record this. I'm tired, so we'll go over the goods and the bads and the uglies and all of that business, and to continue on from there. So the good news is I'm recorded all the way through tomorrow and most of Saturday, so that's excellent. Tomorrow night, when I get back from work, it'll be late. I mean, I don't think I'll get back from work probably until 7:30 or so, but when that happens, I will try and finish up the Saturday and Sunday stuff, because on Saturday I will try and get a jump start on the week. Saturday evening I have a work function and then cabs, so it's going to be very busy, and I'd like to start getting ahead, because the more I can get ahead now, the more I'll be ahead when I actually go on PTO, and the fewer videos that will be dropped. The Isaac dailies, of course, will be dropped, but I'm hoping I can get through enough stuff that I can put the Isaac actual Afterbirth series into its spot. We'll see if that actually happens, but man, we're gonna have to work at it to make that happen. So we'll try our best. This is episode 35. Why does it only say 34? Did I mess up last week? I'm not in the right screen. I did. I screwed this one up. I never changed this for this week. That's funny, because I'm like, I know this is the 35th episode. I never changed these either. I just noticed that as well. I know how that happened, because I had left the others blank, and I just assumed I had changed these, but that is not the case. Alright, well, those are accurate now. It's only been the entire week. I didn't screw everything else up, did I? Nope, everything else looks right. Okay, so that's that. It means I do have to update the numbers on next week's, which is, we'll get to in a minute, but we have a wrap-up. So here's what we did this week. GeoGuessr progressed pretty well. Tuesday we, of course, did the State Lands Challenge. It was State Lands 45. That was a fun one. I had a good time. A couple of user challenges, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Obviously, Sunday, there's another one coming up, so that'll be fun. Thursday, I waited until like late Wednesday night, hoping that the American Interiors 8 would come up, and it never did. So I don't know if he was just going to post that on Thursday this week. It was a little bit delayed, but we'll put it on for next week, hopefully. So, Brad, if you're watching this, that's what happened with this one, because I waited until late Wednesday, and I didn't see it, so I played something else on Thursday instead. Saturday is Eurovista. I'm going down to a 2-minute timer on Eurovista. As a little spoiler alert too, because the scores are still getting to be really ridiculously high, so I'm trying to see where we can make it a challenge and yet still make it fun. So 2 minutes might be that point, because I had a lot of fun playing it, which I think is a good judge. If I had fun playing it, knowing I would never get a good score, then that might be a good thing. So it was a lot of fun playing that one. So hopefully people will comment about it. We'll try the 2-minute format for a couple of weeks, see how that goes. Sunday, like I already mentioned, will be another user challenge. That's, I think, from Nio. Or it might be Nighty's last one in the queue? I don't remember, but either one, and it'll be a good time. So we started a new series this week, Factorissimo. That's Factorio with the Factorissimo mod, which is excellent. Factorissimo is the ability to make 6x6 exterior dimension factories, inside of which you have 36 by 36 tiles to do whatever you want to do. You have 4 entrances in the east, 4 in the west, and 4 in the north, and then you yourself walk in from the south. You cannot connect to it yet, although I think he's he being, oh shoot, McFly, what the heck is his name? That's not a joke either, because McFly is his last part of his name. I can't think of it, but it's in the description for all of those series. But the mod author, I think, might be doing some southern entrances, but I don't know. I kind of like the restrictions the way it is right now. It makes it sort of interesting, but it gives you more space. It makes things more neat. And essentially what you're doing is you're creating your own assemblers. So I think that's kind of cool. So we've been having a lot of fun playing. At least I've been having a lot of fun playing it. Hopefully you've been having a lot of fun watching it. So we did that for a 4-episode special. That's not going to be the normal schedule to do that, because I like a little more diversity in my life, but that was it for the first week, and I've already recorded all of them. You can see, because I was having a lot of fun playing it. Afterbirth was Afterbirth. We're doing Lost Greed mode. We're going to do that for a little bit, I think, until we actually accomplish it. So if you like the Lost, get your popcorn and enjoy the deaths. And if you don't like the Lost, well, just keep checking back because it won't be the Lost forever. Factorio Hands Free is going along. We haven't actually crafted anything in a very long time. We haven't really plunked down anything for immediate crafting in a while, which is good, except for the one-offs. Like, there's no reason to have a bunch of power lying around. There's no reason to have armor factories because I'm only playing by myself. If we were multiplayer, that'd be different. I might consider having some armor factories, but as it is, for the most part, we're good, and we're starting to finally lay some rail and go from there. And I did turn on the God modules. I didn't actually show that in episode 43, but I did turn on the God modules. I'll try to remember that in 44 to show you that I did. So that's done. CK2, we're having a good time. Spoiler alert, today's CK2 is the patch notes because I did not roll back in time to record because I just very, very limited recording time today. But the CK2 on Sunday will continue and actually be the CK2 playthrough because I have to roll it back to 252. It's one of those things, well, it shouldn't break your save. I'm not going to risk it. So I'm having too much fun playing this Lothian campaign. I don't want to start it over. So we'll roll back to 252 before I even look at the file, and we'll just play it out as that, and then go to 2.6 later and buy the Reapers Do at that time, and maybe even finally cave and buy Conclave. We'll see. EU4, man, what a change. Things are starting to come up. We'll see the results of our war in Saturday's episode. It's started really well in Thursday's episode, so we'll see how that goes and continues, and what we can get out of all this, and what we can achieve. So I'm very excited about that. Live stream went successfully on Tuesday. There is one next Tuesday. That's the 30th of August. So join us at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time over on YouTube. And we'll have some good time there. We'll be playing GeoGuessr for the first hour and then Factorio for a little bit. And I might play a little bit of this new game called Ortus Regni that we will I'll talk about in just a minute. Then the Binding of Isaac Daily will continue as it is uninterrupted until probably the 12th of September is when that'll fall apart, when I won't be able to record new episodes. All right, so let's look at next week. So next week, GeoGuessr is going to be the same, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. If we have enough, will be user submissions. I don't have enough for the whole week right now. I have enough to get to Wednesday. I think I only have the 2. I think I have one from Nighty, one from Nio, and that's it. So if you want to get involved, now is the time. Keeping in mind that I'm recording this late at night, so if you sent something in since then, I haven't had a chance to read it. And honestly, I didn't check any of my Facebook messages or YouTube messages today, so there might be a couple more. But right now on the schedule, I only have 2. So if there's a few more in the inbox, great, we'll add them on, and if not, we'll find something to do. Don't worry about that. Tuesday, of course, will continue to be the State Lands Challenge as long as it's posted. Thursdays will be American Interior as we can, and I'll keep doing the Eurovista on Saturday. Ortus Regni. What is Ortus Regni? Ortus Regni is a game that it turns out is a card game, so I have to talk to these guys again because I already talked to the creator, and I can't remember his name. That drives me nuts. Let's look it up on my phone while I'm talking so that way I don't feel horrible. But it is a card game that has been turned into a Steam game using, essentially, it looks like the tabletop engine. The Birth of the Kingdom is the tagline for Ortus Regni. And in it, you're an Earl, and your point is to defend your realm against no goodniks. Who are you? John Sudbury. So John Sudbury of John Sudbury Games has designed this. And I was surprised to find that this is an actual physical product, too. So I have to actually call, or not call, but write him and say, hey, would you be interested in sending a copy to the gaming group that I'm part of, considering that, there's 400 members and 150 of us meet every week, and we're about to have a big convention where people could get play out of it. But the whole point is it's essentially you alternate playing cards. There's a couple of free plays and everything. There's a barbarian mechanic, which is sort of like a third player in there, and it plays up to 5. So I'm very excited about that. And it's free. It's free to play. And I've made sure to check the to get permission to stream everything. So what I have to do is make sure that the audio is still good, and if it is, then we will be able to play, and it'll be a fun time. It's a decent tutorial, but it's a complicated game, so I'm excited. It hits my buttons. Simple rules, but a complex strategy. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. I don't know if it'll be a regular series. It might just be a two-parter, like a let's try kind of ordeal, or maybe we'll play it more. I don't know. But because of that, we're going to push Factorissimo to the Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday that I had been using for the Narrow campaign. So it'll be 3 times this week instead of 4, but that seems actually more normal. And we'll shave one of the hands-free episodes out of it. But again, that's a lot of Factorio, guys. That's 9 episodes this week of Factorio. So there's plenty to get to wet your whistle. 2 episodes of Orders Rainy and 2 episodes of Afterbirth, which those numbers are way wrong now. This should be 42. And this should be 43. And this should be 71 and 36 for next week. Okay. So that's what that is. CK2 and Lothian, or the CK2 Lothian and the EU4 Japan, we'll keep just playing those until we conquer the islands. I just kind of realized that we're doing an island challenge. So we're conquering the British Isles in one and the Japanese Isles in the other. So we'll keep doing that until it happens. The live stream will be on Tuesday, as I said, at 7 o'clock p.m. So come on, stop by at YouTube for that. And then we'll keep playing the dailies every single day this week. That's sort of the update with that. My personal life, as it is busy right now. There's a lot of work going on. We are nearly 100% into that new system that I'm essentially spearheading the rollout for, which has proved to have quite a number of complications and some growing pains that some people are handling better than others. So we'll see how that goes from that point. But it'll all work itself out in the end. And like any new system, and especially any tech system, there's bound to be some glitches, and we'll just work through that. But it does create a relatively high stress environment, and we just got to go through and accomplish it. But it's a lot of work time, so I'm looking forward to this PTO from the 7th all the way through the what is it? What's the Monday? It's the 19th, so it's the 7th through the 18th. It's gonna be glorious. If the 19th is gonna suck, because that means I'm gonna have a lot of work to catch up on. But those days during it's gonna be very good, because I haven't had a truly long break since we went to Disney. I did take 3 days in June for a convention for Origins, but that's not really the same. This is a true long getting away from the house kind of vacation. So I'm very excited about that, and I'll try and post pictures and things like that. And one of my goals and my commitments for the fall is to really vamp up the website and make it look a lot better, look a lot nicer, and have some more content on it. So it's not just the few random smatterings of stuff that I sometimes remember to update. So I'm going to do that. Other exciting news, actually, I didn't mention this, that the very first planning session will happen this Sunday, and it will be, I think, it won't really matter if you're not one of the 2 people that are in it, but I believe that we're going to try somewhere in the early afternoon my time, which would make it the evening in Europe, and the later evening on the east side of Europe, which is where the 2 participants are. And then we'll have some more game time. So there is a second person who has contributed, and we're now at $26 a month. That's is that pre-fee? No, I think that's the post-fee number. So I really appreciate that. The $26 a month it's my gas bill for the most part. So that's awesome that you are helping with that. Granted, I'm technically using that money for like buying the video card and all the other improvements to the upkeep, but that's essentially like paid for, quote unquote. So now I'm doing other things that are more monthly. So every little step kind of makes it closer and closer to being able to follow in Arumba's footsteps, move to Florida, and start my own independent content creator business. I've also joined the Internet Creators Guild, which I think is going to be a good investment of our time. So we'll get some good, interesting tips from that. Apparently there's 500 of us now that are part of the ICG, and it's not a union. It's just a guild. So it'll be like the old style guilds where you learned your craft and you learned your trade from those guilds. And I'm excited about that because I'd like to make a run of it. I don't know if I'll ever be full time, but I would like to actually feel like I'm progressing forward, and we are. It's a slow process, and I've never been really good at a slow burn. We're at 593 subscribers today as I write this, which, considering we hit 500 subscribers in May, is not a great ratio. I think it's still a positive upward trend on growth. If we hit 500 subscribers in our first year-ish, and then we've got another 100 in the next 4 months, that's actually slower. That's real bad. Okay, never mind. So, I don't know. I don't have the magic. I don't have the mystery. I'm still enjoying it, so I'm still going to keep doing it. But if any of you have suggestions or ideas, I would love to hear them, because something's got to go on. Or, the best thing, honestly, you could do is just share it. Put a link on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever you happen to be spending your time, and drive some eyeballs over here, and I'd really appreciate it. If you can't donate money, that's perfectly fine, or contribute that, as the Catholics often say, it's time, talent, and treasure. So if you don't have the treasure part, that's perfectly fine. I understand. But if you have the time part, not just with your eyeballs, but clicking that share button, that would really help too. To just get that message out there, and to be able to allow me to create more concentrated, better content. I think maybe do more streaming or whatever, that I don't have to feel rushed and, oh my god, I got to get this out, or it's going to be awful. They'll be, oh, this is just, I'm going to work, but it'll be enjoyable work. I don't know. I'm rambling. So thank you for listening to me ramble, but that's all I'm going to say today, because I would like to be able to process some videos and then go to bed before I have to, have less than 6 hours of sleep. And right now we're pretty much at that limit. So it's been a pleasant evening. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated on everything that happens. If you do have the means, head over to patreon.com/purplefrogplays. Every contribution is appreciated, even that dollar mark. And until next time, cheers.